Hi, good morning. Happy New Year. This is BB. This is just my mask. It doesn't do. It's too thin. It doesn't really do much because I can still get that gas feeling. I when I woke up and of course it's the same shit over and over. And I know I'm dreaming and I know she's in my head at the same time. And yes, I know it's a female because I know the woman who's doing it. And maybe I don't know what it is, but I don't understand something. I mean, I know these people stole these stamps, or they might know. They might be planning on stealing them because I know the stamps are probably worth millions of dollars. I did not know this. Now, if they have something that's worth millions of dollars, and I'm talking bank here, not 1 or 2 millions of dollars. There's lots of money involved because there were a lot of those stamps in the purse. My grandma was saving them. We're talking lots of money that you don't have to hurt for the rest of your life or nor your family. Because there's only so many baubles and trinkets and cars you can buy. I mean, before it becomes like a turn off to you, even to the person. And these are not people who were born with gold spoon in their mouth, so they're accustomed to a rich, lavish lifestyle. They're not. They're not. And she's in my head telling me, well, they can learn. Yes, I'm sure they can. See, she wants to keep up that morale of spending other people's money. The greatest pleasure in life for the couple is to spend the stolen money and to placate their family members with stolen money. Bribe them, buy them, whatever have you, so that they keep their fucking mouths shut. This is what they do. At the end, money talks, family will shut their fucking mouths. And they know the process because this is how they live. They're not doing all of this here to me. And I'm sure they did it to other people too, because I cannot be the only one. Just for shits and giggles, and they have a day job they're holding down, and they just can't wait to get home to start fucking with me to have fun. No. They're making money with this. But I don't think it's videoing me. I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I could think of is that last year, like I said, I really haven't gotten into the story, but I was caught up in a drama with a third party regarding them. And granted, I was the one who opened my mouth and said something that started the drama. But I was doing it from the best place because I thought a woman was being abused. Now he is under the impression that they were locked up, or so he claims. Not for anything to do with me, but for other things from other people. A whole host of other things. He was under the impression they were locked up. Now what if it was all planned? Look at how I'm living. Basically, it's almost like you take my finances away, you cripple my freedom. I'm limited in what I could do, where I could go. It's sort of like a prison. So it's like I'm limited in where I could go. And I don't have the luxury of my grandma's stamps because it's already in their fucking hands. They stole it. See, that they took that away from me. They took it away from me. Not by natural disaster, but by man-made thievery and theft. They took it away. The same motherfuckers who did all this. When I say these people are wrong, they are wrong to me on every fucking level that exists on God's green earth and under the sun. They have wronged me on every fucking level you could think of. On every fucking level you could think of, they have wronged me. The sad part, and I think this is part of my torture, is I know who they are because they made themselves known to me. This is part of further torturing me. They get off on this as well. This is her bag. This is the female's bag. She likes this. She wants me to know. They want me to know there's not one goddamn thing I can do. Why is that? That was the original point of making this video. It's because they've done it before and nobody has helped the people they were doing it to. Because in my opinion, if one brief shining fucking moment, the people who were doing this, if they felt in any way, shape or form that they were going to have to pay for committing crimes, their own crimes, they were going to back it up and leave. She's not doing that. She's not on some soul cleansing here where she unburdening and she really wants to get caught because she really wants to pay. If she had that kind of conscience, she would never, ever, ever, ever be doing this to me. Not the things that she does to me. No. 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 No, she wouldn't. But what she does is she makes it up as she goes along. Is everything I do, she hacks and she watches every fucking thing I do. And then she judges me on it. Well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it's like the parable with Christ. You're looking at a splinter in your neighbor's eyes while you have a fucking beam in your own. It's like, okay, she's meting out cruelty, I could call this, because there is no justice here. I haven't done anything to her. They were the ones who did everything to me. Because if they didn't steal those stamps, they did something else to me. Very, very bad. If they didn't steal those stamps, then they did something to me. And I believe that they stole those stamps. Otherwise, what is their connection to me? What could cause her to be so gung-ho? This doesn't make sense. What, they want to go take over the country, the third world country? They want to go be president of the country? The country is unfortunately is rich pasture for people like them. They can exploit to the hilt, unfortunately, because the people won't know what the fuck hit them. Not with all the technology they have. And they're unsuspecting. They will fleece that country. They will fleece them. They will fleece them. But why me? I'm not the only one in America from that country. We're a country that's less than 1 million people, but still, there's a lot of us over here. And most of us are hard workers. There are a few of us who will bring shame and they belong in jail. Because they came over probably with the intention to commit crimes, and the US needs to put them out of commission. Like how they need to put these out of commission as well. I used to be like with Trump because everybody blew up, the things he say about this and that. But Trump had an idea where he was trying to clean things up. Because he saw the source of the fucking problem. And he was trying to clean things up. Not just to do with Mexico or wherever. He was trying to clean things up, period. He was trying to make it better for people like you and me, or safer, period. Where we don't have to be afraid in our homes. Look at what this fucking woman has done to me. I'm afraid to leave my house because every time I leave and I come back, I'm finding those roaches again. And I'm also, this thing burning my nose all the time. I don't know what she does. If she sprays stuff, pepper spray all over, or what she does, I don't know. But my nose will burn for at least a day and a half, or 2 days. Burn badly. If I go to the store and come back, it starts to burn. Which means this bitch has to come into my house in some way. I don't know if she sprays stuff on my bed. I don't know. Do you see my hat? I show you the hat. That ring around it is discolored. And that's the part that shows. If it was sweat, it wouldn't be out on the outside. It would be all over my head. Would have been discolored. Why only that ring? Is she spraying it on my face at night? Is she spraying it on my face at night? I don't know. How the hell is she getting in here? I don't know. Who broke that piece of wood in my bathroom? I don't know. I know it looks silly, and everybody will say, "Oh, that's just..." For me, though, considering what I'm going through, it's not small potatoes. Because when I rented this house, there was no way there was a hole there. That was not broken. The handyman would never have left it like that. No, he would never have left it like that. He would never have. He would at least give it a makeshift where it's not coming out. You could pull it out partially. No way in hell he would do that. And there's a hole where you're seeing the pink packing in the wall. No way. That's some kind of hazard. What if there's asbestos back there? That's some kind of hazard. You're not supposed to be doing that. And I know for a fact it's not his fault, because how paranoid I've become now. I looked and I did not see a hole. And I would have seen it, because if I'm sitting on my toilet, all I got to do is turn my head and I would see it right there. I would have noticed it, that it was actually can move back and forth, and there's a hole right there. At least 2 inches is a hole. There's a space right there where you can put a couple of fingers in and touch the packet in the wall. I've put a makeshift piece of paper towel. You see, that's what I'm saying. There's no fucking way. I would have noticed it. He would have noticed it. Somebody broke that. Look, my door has one of those stoppers where you can push it open, the screen door, and then you pull that little thing and it stops. Open at an angle that you desire. For the past 3 days, it came right out. Now, the thing was fine. It was fine. It wasn't giving any problems. So we go from not giving any problems at all to being completely out. And I don't really use it because it's winter. It's winter. I don't need to use it. I've used it maybe once. I don't know. The last time I used it was when my friend was here. And this was about before Christmas. And this was 4 days ago. So my point being, why would it, what was the problem? And you have to put a fat little screw from the top down, right? It wasn't from the bottom up, it was from the top down. And it just fell out. Just like that. With no help from anybody. It just fell out. I don't know. I just find it strange. That stupid every little stupid shit like that now just seems weird to me. Every little stupid thing seems weird to me. What I don't know, what I don't understand is, I know they've been doing this for a long time. And remember I mentioned something before about these people who are live streaming. Well, I don't think they have anything to do with this. I don't think there may be some of you who are being live streamed or broadcast or whatever they call it. I mean, a broadcast for what? For entertainment? For people to watch and pay money? For what? You're telling me it's really that bad where people will just turn you on like a TV now and watch you just ranting and raving in your home because you feel like everything is just, you can't catch a break online, you can't do anything, you're angry as shit, you're just, that's TV? How long has this been happening and I didn't know? I have a feeling though that if this is happening, they're actually creating experiences for people. And maybe in my case, it's what it is to be a not a gang stalker, to be a TI, as you call it, the targeted individual. Maybe this is the experience she's trying to portray. Because in 2019, she disappeared into her house and she was in the dark all the time. She was sitting in the dark all the time. That's what led up to me asking these questions. Now, I've always been in my house too. Now, the cottages were close to each other, like just about 5 to 7 steps away. Good, robust steps away from my door to her door. We lived on the same property, different cottages. My lights kept going off in my house. I had quite a few of them, and one by one, all the bulbs would just blow. And I would the landlord wouldn't fix them. Because they were always like a different, it's not easy to get, or maybe he just forgot. It's not just a regular light bulb, or you could, 2 of them. I had 2 lights only with regular light bulbs. That's my lamp, the lamp in my room, and one in my over a table I had in my living room. The problem is the one day, what happened? All the switches wouldn't work. They're like the chain to pull them down. It just pulled it and it came off in my hand. This is why I noticed, shit happened all the time in my house. I didn't take anything of it. The chain came off in my hand, so I couldn't turn on the light anymore. So that was out. I was done. And the bulb was moot. I couldn't pull it out. I couldn't pull it. The chain was done. So I think I told him about that. He said he had to get a special light or something because it's not your normal, just your light bulb. He had to replace the whole unit or whatever he said. He never did. And the other one, there was something wrong with that. The fan would be on with that or something. I don't know. Then they had the kitchen one went off. The kitchen one had to be the same thing, had to be replaced because it was a different kind of light bulb. Not regular. It was like the fluorescent kind, whatever. And then the one in my bedroom. My bathroom went out several times. On brand new light bulbs, I bought the bulbs myself. I put them because I could have replaced those. So I was down to basically a lamp. Down to the point where he had to bring me handheld lights to stick on the wall. So I was in the dark before her. So I don't know if that had something to do with what she was trying to mimic. I don't know if that had something to do with what she was trying to mimic. If she was trying to mimic me. I don't know. That could be a possibility, but somehow I don't know. Somehow I don't know. Because I do know things are still missing. See, I try to keep a level head and an open mind. And I know these people, how deceptive they are. They will try to push me down a rabbit hole that leads absolutely nowhere. So I try to keep in mind at all times staples. I do have stuff that is missing. Lots of stuff, not just the stamps. There are other things. Everything that was in the vicinity is stolen, is gone. Is gone. I had certificates of computer programming, just word perfect, when we first started getting computers in my country. I just took a few classes to become computer literate, basically. And my grandfather would never, ever throw those out. And they're not tiny little cards. They're big certificates with my name on it. There's no way he could have missed it. He had to have been blind as a bat, and he did. He wasn't blind as a bat. He could see. He would have never, ever thrown them away. Never. All the stuff my grandma kept, no, he would not have thrown them away. I know him. He would never have thrown them away. But I wanted to, but he never would have done that. So I try to keep an open mind that these things are missing. They are missing. And I don't know what their reality is, but I know that they, because I did a research for the country, and I see that they could be, they're worth like millions of dollars. If they're the right kind of stamps, they're worth millions of dollars. Not just chump change here. Not just a one-time deal and you get $50. We're talking a lot of money if they're sold as a collection, and if they're sold as to the right people. Nothing on the black market where something is worth $1 million and somebody give you $150,000. Because they're not going to do that. They want to sell it legally because they want to establish themselves legally. They would want to do that. Because, you know, they did a lot of hard work in the accumulation of it. Look what they had to do to me. This takes time out of their precious days to do this. Killing a woman is not that, you know, it requires time and effort. And they're dogged. You have to give them props for that. I do. The poor dears, how long have they been trying to kill me like this? I feel, one could almost feel sorry for her. If you see her anywhere, you know, give her a hug and a pat on the back and words of encouragement. Make her feel, uplift her spirits, won't you? Please, do it for me. Uplift her spirit, and her boyfriend too. Just shake his hand and, you know, tell him, good show, good show. Good show. Just, you know, give him a real pat on the back and, you know, buy him a beer if he wants a beer and cheer him on. You know, tell him, you know, get her done. You know, yeah. Get her done. But the thing is also with this is, I look at the reality of it. If I didn't have anything missing, you see, the thing is I do have things missing that could potentially be worth, so that's a staple. So if you look at the other angle of how they might be monetizing this or what they might be doing, what if they're putting on different shows? They're fucking with people, and then they're claiming that they're the ones who are experiencing these things. They're the ones who are experiencing these things. But they're actually using other people, fucking with them, and broadcasting them. Because they're not going to do this to themselves. You think she would allow herself to be spritzed and sprayed 24 hours a day? No, she would not. To be gassed and whatever technology they're using to crawl my brain 24 hours a day? No, she would not. No, they would not. She ain't gonna do that to herself. She's not gonna allow him to do that. She's not stupid. She sees what he can do to people. This is not their first rodeo. They're leaving people all fucked up in the head. But I have a feeling also that she's being naive, deliberately being naive. It could be they did steal the stamps and they're giving her X amount of dollars. They're selling the stamps as they go along, giving her X amount of dollars, and then telling her this is what she does. This is where the money is coming from. This is where the money is coming from. And she's going to pretend she really doesn't know where it's coming from. It's like they pretend amongst themselves. That's another theory to look at this. Because they're pretenders to other people and even to each other. They're like pretenders. They're the great pretenders. Their whole life is a pretense. Now it makes it feel like, well, as long as I'm alive, they have to pretend. If they can kill me right now, if I can drop dead and the phone fall out my hand and I croak, I'm die, their life is still going to be the same. They're going to find somebody else again. Somebody else will be a threat. There's always going to be a fucking threat with their lifestyle choices. They're always going to be a threat. People are always going to seem as threat, whether real or imaginary to them, because this is what they do. This is what they do. This is what they do. There's always going to be another victim lurking around the bend waiting for them to catch up. They can turn anybody into a victim. because these things can penetrate walls, whatever they're doing. I was reading that book, Brimstone. Not reading it. I was listening to it on book on tape. The thing is like 20 hours long. But the guy, the bad guy, was giving the police, the feds, a demonstration of how it works. And he was saying it can penetrate walls. And he was saying it looked like a little 50s science fiction, laser gun type thing. But that was causing people to spontaneously combust. Well, that would make sense because it's messing at you from the inside out. Like if you were to put a pumpkin in the microwave, what do you think will happen to that pumpkin after a few minutes? It will splatter. You put a bowl covered with something to heat up. What happens? The lid flies off. You're calling it microwaving. What do you think it's doing to us? How much clots does your blood have? How many clots does my blood have at this point? That's something I don't know. I will have to ask you see, the thing is, I don't want to look like I'm just asking these stupid questions, but I really gonna have to get over that and just do what I have to do. I'm really gonna have to get over that and just do what I gotta do. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. If they're broadcasting, maybe this is the life of a TI. So the people are thinking it's her when it's actually me. And maybe there's some money in it. Maybe people are paying them as they go along, sending donations to them. I don't know. Because for a minute there, if you look back on it realistically, one could say it's like she was mimicking me, my apartment, my cottage. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. What could have been the possibility? I don't know. Why? I don't know. But what I want to know, reality-wise, is for them, if they have somebody in custody who does this, I need to know what the hell these people do to me and what are they doing to me. They would know. They would know. They would say, well, if they have to do X, they have to do Y, they have to do Z. And then the people would know what they need to test for. They would know. They need to, if they find somebody in custody. I'm sure they have a few of them in custody. This is what they have to look for. Unfortunately, even if they stop now, well, that's fine because I'll get on with my life. Though, whatever organs they've already damaged, hopefully, well, my policies, ignore it and it'll right itself. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Whatever, life goes on. I would love to just ignore this one and put her behind me, but unfortunately it doesn't. I can't do that. Because she's hampering my business, my livelihood. Everything I go to do, it's done. It's like she fucks with it from and you can tell. If I go to do something that's new, you'll see the page scrolling or the website scrolling is different. From the moment she attacks it, it's gone slow. It has a herky-jerky. It goes like that. Like there's a resistance to it. It's a little jerk. It goes like that. And websites are now having, the words are overlapping each other. The moment they interject whatever they're interjecting on it, I don't know, the word comes up because I was looking on Udemy for courses to something that she can't touch. Right? I'm looking to help myself now. So something she can't touch. It's the word interjection came up, but this is why it came to my head. But with that being said, it's like the words are now overlapping on the websites. Imagine that. The words are now overlapping on the websites, but it's just another day in my life. When they hit the website up, but I don't think they're hitting the website. I think they're hitting my system up. And why, I don't know. The words are overlapping each other. They're overlapping. How does that happen? Like I'm seeing a cached version of the real thing. Now they're censoring whatever I do. See, she has to have me in a sort of semi-quasi prison to fulfill her fantasy. So she can tell people what it is to be a TI. I don't know what I wish I would not call myself a TI, but she wants to be a TI because she wants to have a story. She wants to have a story to tell people this is her rising from the ashes story. She wants a story. Other people have to pay the price for her story. Other people have to die for her story. She wants a story where she rises from the ashes like a phoenix. Quite the drama queen, this one. Drama up the wazoo. Big drama. Big, huge, humongous drama. Drama, 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 drama. All the trauma, mine. She and the boyfriend, they have all the drama, all the fun, all the skits, all the street theater. People like me suffer all the trauma for their drama. We suffer the trauma for their drama. Even the cat is suffering the trauma for their drama. Even the cat. But hey, it's life, huh? It's a new year. Hopefully things get better this year. I don't know. I don't want to sound defeated. This is really not me. And anybody who sees me from over a year and a half ago to now, they will tell you that. This is not me. I'm not like this. I was always happy, always smiling, always optimistic. Optimistic. To the point where if I don't smile and there's a problem, people will say, this isn't you. You're always smiling. You always have a good word. You're always so cheery. This is what I sound like now. Because, this is haunting me. I'm being tormented by this one goddamn fucking woman and her family. Boyfriend and his family too, I don't know. It can't be just two people doing this. There has to be more people involved in this. And some of them have to be women, but these are women with no conscience. These are women who just want money like she does. And they will exploit anybody and their mama for money. They just want money. Serious cash. Big money. They want money. They don't care who they have to walk over or whose demise will have to be met for them to get that money. They don't care. From what she's doing to me, you can tell she's not above killing someone to get money. She's not.